welcome everyone. So this video is going to be all the zodiac signs. We're going to work our way through all 12. I'll have timestamps in the description so that you can go to whichever one you want to go to. Feel free to watch them all though. Okay, so this is going to be for all of the zodiac signs, and it'll be good for the week from June 6th to June 12th. And we'll try and do these, once a week, bring all the zodiac signs in. We're not going to use the letters and numbers because we are getting a little bit more specific about the signs. We're going to start with Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, this read is going to be for you. This is going to be good from the week of June 6th to June 12th. We already got cards falling out that want to speak to you. So let's see what... Ooh, we had a couple that pop out first. Galactic Mushroom. Divine Matrix. Like everything happening for a reason. Everything being intertwined. The Farther Gate. A bold step forward. Interesting. And Skywriting the Fates. I don't know what's going on in your life, but there is something else at work behind the scenes that you don't realize that is trying to bring forward some sort of a change in your life, some sort of a blessing, some sort of a something. It'll come through more in the cards. Closing door, completion. And Beloved. I do feel like some sort of a relationship has come to an end for you. I feel like this is all part of it. I feel like part of this has been really rocky. You know what? You might even be asking like why something happened and sort of be looking for closure within yourself. I don't know if you've been praying or asking God why or asking your spirit guides why. It is because everything happens for a reason. It is because there's a bigger plan at play here. Let's see. We have Crown Games, Many Masks. I'm just going to pull these other guys out. Lost in Space and Woodwives. I do feel like whoever you were dealing with, this chapter that was coming to an end, I do feel like it had to do with another energy. I don't know if this is romance or if this had to do with something at work. But it was somebody who sort of, they like to use mind games. If this was work, this might have been a boss and somebody who sort of abused their authority and abused their power. If this was in a relationship, it was somebody who was very controlling and manipulative. And somebody who always tried to sort of like keep power over you. See, Woodwives, adaptability. You know what? This Lost in Space, this Woodwives in these cards, I feel like even though this transition or this change might feel maybe confusing, or you might feel a little bit lost along the way, feel like the message behind very much these two cards is that you can adapt, you can survive, you're stronger than whatever this is. It's not going to break you. I would like to grab... Well, I wanted one more card, but a few more came out. So these are the ones we're going to use, and then we're going to get going with other stuff. Do you have the Jeweled Web, connectivity? Everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. The Unmarked Trail, Empty Well, and Eyes of the Eagle. This was like whatever this was that you were in, you were giving too much of yourself in it. Whether this was romance or whether this was work, you were giving way too friggin' much of yourself, and I feel like it was draining you. And this is why circumstances had to sort of be brought about to bring this chapter to an end. And I do feel like there was a higher power, or your ancestors or your spirit guides were involved in bringing it to an end, because they saw how unhealthy it was for you and they were worried about you. So what they did was sort of orchestrate things to sort of take this toxicity out of your life to allow you to move in a new direction. And we're going to use these guys actually. This is the deck that I'm drawn to for your read. Eyes of the Eagle. I still feel like your spirit guides are watching you in this. It's like a watching and a watching over. So that's why they put in all the effort to bring this about, but they're not done yet. They're still keeping an eye on your journey. They're still keeping an eye on where you're going. Unmarked Trail. I'm getting pulled back to this Unmarked Trail too. And I can't put my finger on it. I'm hoping it comes out in the rest of the cards, but it does have to do with your journey and where you're going. And it does have to do with your spirit guides, your ancestors, or a higher force, whatever it is that's been working on your behalf to bring this change about. We had a bunch of cards that wanted to pop forward for you. Three of Swords. It is that heartbreak that you're dealing with. Whatever this was, even if it wasn't romance, it still brought heartache. It still brought disappointment. Your well was empty because you kept giving and giving and trying to make this work. But you are stronger than that. You are capable of building. Even in this Queen of Coins, I see that stability, I see that nurturing, I see those core qualities that exist in you that this situation hasn't taken away. You know, you might be feeling crappy, but you still have those core qualities. You still have that ability to find stability, to build for yourself, to nurture things into growing, to finding that abundance. That hasn't gone anywhere. You still have that within yourself. And I do feel like this new chapter is about building that for you. The Six of Coins. And the High Priestess, even the High Priestess is coming forward like this Eyes of the Eagle. This is your ancestors. This is that higher force that brought that about. And the Six of Coins tells me that it was a generosity that they did this to you, even though it doesn't feel like it. I know you're probably like, fuck off, Desiree. But I'm telling you, it's like they did it for your own good. They did this to take toxicity away from your life, to allow something better to flow in, to allow you to release the negativity and not have to deal with the stress anymore. The Ace of Coins, they wanted a new beginning to step in. New beginning, the Fool card. The Nine of Cups, you know, see a leap of faith on something here. That Nine of Cups a lot of times speaks to wish fulfillment. I don't know if there's something you've been wanting to try or something you've been wanting to look towards. This might even be like moving. You've always wanted to move to a certain place or whatever. I feel like whatever that thing is for you, now is the time to embrace it, because whatever this was that was taken out of your life, it has actually made space for a new adventure. And I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do, to step forward into whatever that new thing is that you haven't felt like you've been able to try up until now for whatever reason. I do feel like whatever it was that you got rid of was taking up too much space, too much time, too much emotion to allow you to consider moving forward into this thing that you've wanted. And I feel like now is the time for this. See, that's where we come back to the unmarked trail. And I knew there was more to that card than what I was seeing at the beginning. And I know that's what it is. It's stepping into something new, stepping into something bold, stepping into something that is that wish fulfillment and you've always wanted to do. Taking that leap of faith. There's something very specific about you doing that and following that path that's going to help you to grow and evolve on your journey going forward. The Queen of Wands. You know, even that Queen of Wands, I see your energy. I see part of taking this leap of faith and moving forward. And this is actually a healing journey for you. It's going to help with healing your heart. It's going to help with healing your soul. It's going to help with healing your self-esteem as well. And your self-confidence and moving on and moving forward. The Five of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Seven of Wands. You know, that Five of Wands, a lot of times it talks about conflict. Sometimes conflict with others. And we do have the Three of Cups next to it. I almost wonder if you're scared to take whatever this journey was alone. Like maybe you were thinking you can't do it on your own. You need some sort of help. I don't know if that's a romantic relationship or if that has to do with some sort of a partnership and a career or whatever this was. I don't see that though. I see that you are more than capable of taking this journey on your own. You're more than capable of pursuing whatever this is. And it's what I'm being told by probably your spirit guides coming forward. I don't know that it's my spirit guides, is that it's very necessary for you to do this on your own. That this is part of your life journey. It's part of your universal life path. It's part of your universal evolution. To be able to do this for yourself, it's going to help you to grow in ways that I don't think you can even imagine right now. I see that it's going to have further consequences along the way. And I'm not talking about consequences, big negative things. I'm talking about positive ones. A very positive impact in your life in ways that I can't see in the cards right now, but I can almost feel an energy and an emotion that goes with it. And it is extremely positive. I feel like this is a very important part of your journey forward. Oh, that's interesting. You are very much encouraged to take this new step forward. This Ace of Wands, the Star card, focus on this new direction. Focus on this opportunity you've wanted to do for so long. Allow this to come into your life. Allow yourself to take steps towards it. Temperance, balance. It's weird. And the Two of Cups speaks to a deep emotional connection. It usually speaks to relationships with others. This isn't like a romantic relationship. This isn't a friend. This isn't a family. This isn't career. This is actually spirit. I'm getting pulled back to Eyes of the Eagle. And that's why I could feel that whoever this represents, whether this is God, whether this is your spirit guides, whoever this is to you, is still keeping an eye on your journey. The Hierophant is still guiding you on your journey and helping you to move forward. Trust your intuition when it comes to certain things, because I do feel like they are trying to send you messages and encouragement, and it might just come through as a feeling in your intuition, a feeling that you should do this, a feeling that you should try that. Trust that and go with it, because I do feel like you're being guided. I do feel like you're also being guarded on your journey moving forward too. There is something bigger looking out for you that brought this change about to help encourage you to move forward in the direction that you're actually supposed to go. Alrighty, Sagittarius, so that is going to be your read. I hope that you enjoyed it. Alright, take care. Alright, so this read is for Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. This is going to be for the next 7 days, so June 6th to June 12th. This will be for, let's see what comes forward in the cards for you today. We had a couple pop out right away. Feast of Plenty and Horned Cactus. Okay, so whatever you've been working towards, you've had to work your ass off. You've had to be resourceful, think outside the box to try and work towards some sort of abundance or achieve some sort of goal. I do feel like it's starting to come back to you now. That Feast of Plenty is like karma. So it's getting back what you put out into the world, and you've been putting out a lot of hard work. A shit ton of hard work, and I do feel like now it's going to start to pay. It's like that karma sort of getting cashed in, that good karma. Skybridge, Crown Games, Skydance. Interesting. Right use of power. Like taking back control of your life. It's like your attitude in like, I can achieve this. If I work hard enough, I know that I can reach my goal. Being able to believe that, being able to work towards it and put the hard work in, actually put the hard work in. This is what's bringing it your way. This Sky Dancers represents surrender. I also feel this level of acceptance coming from this card. So like, it's not going to be easy. There's still going to be challenges, but challenges won't stop me. Challenges won't break me. I can achieve what I want, but I have to also sort of go with the flow of the universe and allow, if something comes to me, it means that that's supposed to be in my life and that's something I can pursue. If the door sort of closes, maybe I'm going to turn this way. I do feel like there's this acceptance that there's a bigger force at play that sort of does play a part in our journey too. It's really interesting. Possibility for union with that Skybridge. I'm not sure where it sits yet. I'm going to grab a couple more cards. Dances on one foot. Garden of Venus. Farther Gate. Farther Gate and Jeweled Web. Jeweled Web is that connectivity. That's really interesting. I was just given a very distinct impression, and I don't think it's going to make entirely 100% sense to you. Until it plays out. It is about everything happening for a reason. It is about how one little choice can set off a chain reaction that brings about a much larger change in our life, or brings you to something very specific, maybe a goal that you're looking for. And it's like, once you get to that point in the future, being able to look back and seeing how every little choice led you to that point. It's a very distinct impression that I've got. That Skybridge, that possibility for union, that's not with someone else. I have this distinct impression that this is something spiritual. This is like a connection to something larger than ourselves. And I do feel like it's tied into something about your journey. And like everything sort of coming together, everything happening. I don't know if you've learned to trust your intuition more. Because I don't feel like it was always that way. And it's not that you ignored your intuition, but I don't know. I feel like almost something happened. There was some sort of catalyst in life that made you go, I need to start listening to that little voice inside, and I need to start trusting it more. And I feel like the more that you've trusted it, the more that you've sort of surrendered or had that level of acceptance that there's something bigger at play, and that you do get signs along the way if you're willing to listen to them. I feel like that has actually changed your journey as well, and has helped to shape your journey. Garden of Venus, I know it says rest and renewal, but I'm getting pulled back to that feast of plenty. I'm feeling abundance coming from this card, and I'm feeling like it's part of that good karma that you've put in, which is, again, that hard work, that acceptance, that listening to your intuition. Like, all of it is taking you to something bigger. I'd like one more card, please, Tarot, for this read. This guy popped up. Eyes of the Eagle, that popped up for you, too. Something bigger is watching. It's weirder. I was getting these with Sagittarius, too. It's like something bigger is watching your journey. I'm not supposed to use that deck either. I pulled all my decks out because I wasn't sure what was going to go with what. But this is the tarot deck that I need to use for your read here. Farther Gate, Eyes of the Eagle. I do feel there's something bigger watching over your journey. There's something much larger at play here. So Tarot, can you tell me more about Capricorn's journey, please? What is this balancing act? I think you're working towards moving, or it's part of your goal, or it's something that you're looking to work towards. Because I have this Knight of Wands next to the Ten of Cups. I do feel like there is a transition, there is a moving of homes, like physically packing your stuff up and moving to a different home or a different city, a different place. Moon card. That's really interesting too. This moon is like things that are still unknowable, things that are still meant to happen, secrets that get revealed. Sometimes it speaks to your subconscious. I don't know that it necessarily does in this read. I feel like there's still things that have to come into play, and I'm getting pulled back to that jeweled web and connectivity. Little choices that you're making are going to lead to big changes later on. Changes that bring you to Nine of Cups. Changes that bring you to that wish fulfillment. The Death card, it represents transition. So not just closing the door on one chapter, but beginning a new one. I think there's a really big fucking change coming your way, and I do feel like it has to do with moving homes or having a new home come forward. We do have this Queen of Wands. It's because of all the hard work that you've been doing, because she is a doer. This Queen of Wands is a doer. She's someone who works her ass off. She's always very busy. She's very motivated. She's very passionate, but she's also attractive. I don't just mean like physically attractive. I mean like you attract opportunities to you. You are attracting something big to you. You are attracting a big change. It's because of each and every little choice that you make every single day and working hard towards a goal. It is attracting a Nine of Cups. It's attracting a Ten of Cups, that wish fulfillment. That Hangman. It's funny, I see the Hangman there, but he's not speaking like as a warning. A lot of times I feel like he's sort of a warning or encouragement in a read, like, you can do it. The only thing that can possibly hold you back is you. But I feel like this is actually something that you've conquered. This is actually a realization that you have found for yourself. And this has been part of your journey in taking back your power, in taking back control, and realizing that nothing can hold you back in life except for you. I see this card and it feels like in the past. So this is actually something you've already figured out for yourself, and it is a lesson that you've conquered in your life. I do feel like it's part of these positive things coming forward, or it's helped to allow them, because you're the one who puts that effort in. Interesting. I do have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups can represent a deep emotional connection with somebody. I don't know that it represents a deep emotional connection, but it is speaking to a second energy here. A second energy, and it is tying into your journey. I don't know if this is like a realtor or somebody who's going to come forward to help you in purchasing this home. I also don't feel like this is something local, because I do have the Eight of Wands here right next to the Chariot card. So I do feel like whatever this home is that you're moving to, this is going to be a bit of a bigger move for you. This might be a city or the next city over, or perhaps even farther than that, depending on sort of what kind of a journey you're open to or what goal you're working towards. But I do see a big change here. I do see a big change that does involve traveling, that does involve moving. The Seven of Pentacles, that abundant harvest. You've put in the groundwork for it. The Five of Pentacles. I'm not sure where the Five of Pentacles sits right now. I'm going to grab some more cards here and keep building on this read. As interesting, there is another energy. I don't know if this is from your past, because I feel your energy is extremely strong. So I don't, to me, it doesn't make sense that this would be in your present. It would make more sense that this is something in your past. I do feel like it was a romantic relationship. It was somebody who was toxic to you. It was somebody who sort of held you back from whatever this goal is that you're now actively working towards. It's part of this hangman lesson that you also had to learn, to not allow anyone or anything to hold you back, that you were capable of doing it on your own. It's like, whatever this was when you were in this relationship, it was this 8 of Swords, sort of like stuck in, I don't really want to call it a mind trap, but it's like a way of thinking that stopped you from progressing, that stopped you from finding that 9 of Pentacles, that independence, that happiness, that abundance. This person was a toxic effect on your life. This person did try and hold you back from achieving your goal. And like I said, with all of your strong energy here, I don't understand how this person could be in your present. I feel like this person would be a part of your past. It might have been part of the catalyst for this change, for this realization, for your motivation to build and move and work towards this goal on your own. And tarot does tend to bring forward, past, present, future. So it would make sense to me that this would be part of your past. Your present is definitely working very freaking hard to earn that good karma and work towards your goal. And your future is that goal. That goal coming, that huge change. And like I said, I think it's physically moving. That's what I'm getting from the cards. It's physically moving. It's a journey. It may be far away from where you are or from where you started, because that 8 of Wands right next to that Chariot tells me travel. Definitely going to be doing some traveling when you're moving. And it is that wish fulfillment. It is that good karma coming due that you've worked your ass off to attain. And it is every little choice that you make. Like I said, when you reach that goal, when you're sitting in that new home, when you're where you're wanting to be and you look back, you're going to see every little choice led you to that place. It's funny because it's just like there's this eagle eye, this watching over, this higher force at work, and just everything being interconnected. And I can kind of see it and feel it behind the scenes, but it's one of those things that you don't realize for yourself until you're farther in your future and at your goal. And I do feel like you're going to be seeing that. Alrighty, Capricorn, take care. All right, Cancer. So this read is for you guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll see what the Oracle cards bring forward for your message for today. And I'm curious because I myself am a Cancer. So I would like to know what the tarot cards got going on for us today. Oh, gathering around the power of community. That's interesting. In this community, I do feel like it's speaking to the people around you. This might be friends, this might be family, it might be both. I also feel like there's this need to sort of like work together. To work together. Cosmic Womb, Divine Feminine. That's really interesting. And this Divine Feminine card, this Cosmic Womb, I see like, it's almost like the top of a pyramid. I don't know if this is like a matriarch in a family. This is kind of starting to hit home for me. But it's like someone who's trying to keep everybody together, someone who's trying to nurture a family, somebody who's trying to help sort of keep everyone close, working as a community so that nobody winds up like this empty well. It's like giving too much, right? Not an even give and take. Somebody gives too much, they get pissed off, or you get worn out. It happens in a lot of different kinds of relationships. It even happens in the freaking workplace. You feel like you put everything in and you never get your due for it too. And I feel a drifting in this lost in space. So whoever this is talking about, it's like there is a drifting apart here. And we're going to grab a couple more. Eyes of the Eagle, down to someone, foot, net, caster, stranger, me talks. Eyes of the Eagle is most definitely tied to this Divine Femme, whoever this is speaking to. And I do feel like it's speaking to... Oh, that's funny. Because when I very first pulled this card, I knew that it was speaking to a person. And it's actually speaking to not just a person who's living. It's speaking to somebody who's passed too. I don't know if it's like the older generation of femininity, if this would be like a grandmother, a great-grandmother. As I think it's the matriarch before the matriarch. So it's whoever was kind of in charge of the family before. and is keeping an eye on all of this now and is sort of watching how things are playing out. I think they're actually speaking to that matriarch. It might be through dreams, it might be through intuition, and trying to sort of help her out and try and guide her in keeping this sort of sense of community. I also feel like there's this sort of like balancing act, like she doesn't want to go too far in one direction or another direction so that people don't feel like it's unfair. I feel like she's somebody who wants to try to keep everything together. That netcaster. I'm going to grab a couple of tarot cards now. We're going to move this deck. This is the deck I'm supposed to grab for the Cancer read, because I want to know where a couple more of these guys sit in, because I can't quite place them yet, I'll be honest with you guys. Stranger Curiosity. That's so weird. I'm going to grab a couple more. The Moon card, Ace of Cups, Chariot. This stranger, it's almost like an outside view. And maybe that's what it represents to whoever this living matriarch is she someone who can have an outside view of what's going on, who's not within whatever this, I think there might be a conflict, whatever it is. So it's easier for this person to sort of see a solution or to try and help negotiate a solution. Me talks. Netcaster. It's funny, in this Chariot card, I do see travel. I don't know if she has traveled a long distance, but I do feel like it fits into some sort of a making a new beginning here. It's the Moon card. I also see there's still things yet to be revealed. So like she doesn't entirely have a beat on what's going on in this situation yet. And maybe that's still to come. And it might be that sort of eyes of the eagle, sitting back and watching how everybody is, watching what's going on, trying to figure out where everything fits before getting involved. That's a really interesting one. I want to see what else we got going on. And we had a big pile wanting to pop out. Oh yeah, she is the Queen of Coins though. She is somebody who's nurturing. She is somebody who's giving. She's like kind of like a fixer. She wants to keep everybody happy. She wants everything to go smooth. She is that more, like I said, she is like that matriarch energy, whoever that is coming forward in the read. The Knight of Coins. I see her offering a solution. But it's like soft and it's like step by step and over time. So it's not like some big life-altering change that everybody's got to start doing this now. I feel like she can slowly offer this solution in that can bring back this sense of community. I feel like that's actually extremely important to her too. Knight of Cups, it does have to do with emotions and emotional connections. Let me grab a few more. Ace of Wands, Justice. It's like there needs to be a new beginning, but for there to be a new beginning, there might have to be apologies being made. There might have to be wrongs righted, or people feel like if they've been wronged, it's acknowledged, it's apologized. I feel like this is something that she's going to be able to see because, I mean, let's face it, it's almost easier to see a solution in somebody else's issues when you're on the outside looking in than it is when you're in the thick of it, right? Because your heart is involved, your emotions are involved, so sometimes it gets a little murky. I feel like this is part of her advantage, is being able to see, she's like that stranger, outside looking in, right? It gives a new perspective. The Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Coins. That's interesting. The Ten of Coins speaks to legacy. It also speaks to abundance. Hard work. It's like she put in a lot of hard work for whoever these people are. I do feel like it's family. I keep feeling like this is family, like trying to build a family, trying to keep the family together, putting in a lot of effort towards the family. I do feel in this Five of Cups, she's sad that this situation has come about. She is this Empress energy. She most definitely is. And she's someone who brings healing where she goes. She has this strength to bring healing. I don't know if this is what you're going through, if you're this divine femme, if you're this Empress, or if you're part of this community. Honestly, guys, I don't know where you sit. I just know that this is what's coming forward in the read here. 3 of Cups, King of Coins. That 3 of Cups is even about community. It's about camaraderie. It's about coming together. The King of Coins. He's going to play a role in this. He is absolutely going to play a role in this. He is... I don't think he's a stranger. He's not sitting outside of it. He's somebody who's within that community, but he's someone who sees what she sees. So he's someone who can help offer a solution. Sometimes coins can represent somebody who is an earth sign, which might be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. I know it's a Cancer read, but this is somebody who's involved, and this might be where they're at. But there's somebody who's very grounded, who's very stable, and has a good opinion to offer to whoever this Empress is. The Strength card. As this person's going to be an ally. Whoever this King of Coins is, this person is going to be an ally to our Empress and helping to bring this sense of community back together. The 4 of Cups, the Star card, and the 10 of Swords. It's like these people can see through those emotions, and neither of them wants a 10 of Swords. Neither of them wants this to come to an end, but I do think they see the potential for that to happen. I think they will both actively work together to prevent this. The Sun card, the Hermit, the 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. The Sun card is that light. It is that blessings. It is being able to see the light, having that understanding. It is the ultimate goal here, this coming back together. This coming back together, this mending, this healing so that nobody's alone. The 2 of Cups, bringing those relationships back together. 4 of Swords, being able to heal and mend whatever it is. I don't know if this is something, like I said, I don't know if you're this Empress. I don't know if you're part of this community who's going through this, or you're attached in some way to this situation. I do see that this King of Coins, whoever he is going to help this Empress in bringing this community back together. I do see there's very much a potential for healing here. But I think it's going to take her unique point of view and her special touch, because I do feel like she's got a knack for it, to be able to bring parties back together, to be able to sort out this Justice card, whatever somebody thinks is unfair or was unfair, to bring it out into the open, to bring about some sort of a mending, some sort of a fairness, some sort of a balance here, a common ground, to be able to smooth things over and to be able to have a fresh start here. Like I said, she is a powerful force, and she has the generation before her who's whispering in her ear and keeping an eye on things too. So she is a smart person, and she's got other forces behind her that are helping her. You know, I would absolutely love for some comments on this one, because I would love to know where this all fits in your guys' life, and if this makes it to where it's supposed to go, because I'm not sure about a lot of it. I can feel the emotions, I can feel the energies that go with it, but I don't know where you guys sit in this, so I would love to hear back from you guys if this resonates. Alrighty, have a great day. All right, Taurus, so this is going to be your read. And I was drawn to this deck of cards, and only this deck of cards for your reads. I'm not sure why. I feel like there is some relevant message for you for the week of, it's going to be June 6th to June 12th. So Tarot's got something special for you. Let's see, we got 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords, Independent. Ooh, some sort of a big change is coming to Taurus. Absolutely. Quickly, speed, celebration. What is Taurus going to be celebrating? I do have that Queen of Swords. Whoa. And we had a card go absolutely flying. What is it? Oh, and of course it's upside down, guys. Let's see what we got here. Woo. Huh? Anxiety. It's too funny. The 8 of Swords went flying. Anxiety. You know what I'm actually being told? Out the door. Is that odd? Those are the words that are coming into my mind. Out the door. So I don't know if you've been feeling anxiety about something, like waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to come to fruition, maybe something you've been hoping for or something you've been working towards. I feel like anxiety is going out the door, because you're about to have something change in your life. Whatever this is about to come forward, and you're going to have something to celebrate. 5 of Cups, grief. Interesting. 5 of Cups, that anxiety. What have you been worrying about? I want to know what Taurus has been worrying about. What has Taurus been healing for? I almost wonder if this is a long-term relationship that has come to an end. And then I pulled the Two of Cups, which does represent relationships. I'm almost wondering if this is like assets being divided after this relationship has come to an end, and sort of like waiting for the process to play out, worrying about how the process is going to play out. Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You know, this King of Wands, this is who you were dealing with. This is somebody who is not, I'm going to tell you, it might not sound nice. It's somebody who's not grounded in fairness. It's somebody who's not grounded in sort of like an even give and take. Do you have this Five of Swords? The word at the bottom is revenge. I feel like this King of Wands is somebody who's spiteful. So whatever this is part of what you've been feeling anxiety for. It's like parting ways with this person, perhaps something getting sorted out, and worrying about what they were going to do on their end, if you were going to get what was fair. I feel like this is something they actively worked on. Like they're not somebody who is like, okay, let's split things 50-50, you know, it's I recognize you put in work and I put in work, so let's just, you know, evenly divide and go our separate ways. They were like, I'm gonna fuck you over. I'm gonna take as much as I can and I'm gonna fuck you over. That's the attitude that I get from whoever this King of Wands is that you've been dealing with. This is not a very nice energy and not a very nice person, but I see this doesn't play out for them the way that they're hoping. Queen of Pentacles, stability. Yeah, this is whoever's making the choice is this Queen of Pentacles, because she is not you. She is not the person that you're dealing with. And when I look at her, I see someone who sits above everything and somebody who sees everything that's going on. This is somebody who has an objective view. And I'm being told the word authority. So they have the authority to step in and make a judgment call. We do have the Star card too. That's interesting. I'm going to grab a few more here because I want to see more of what's going on, more of what you've been dealing with. It's a Magician. Because this King of Wands has been like the Magician. This King of Wands has been trying to like spin shit. He's like a spin doctor to try and make themselves look better and to try and make you look bad. He's been like trying to spin shit in his favor. But this Queen of Pentacles is not stupid. I'll tell you that. This Queen of Pentacles is extremely smart. And it's funny because usually swords will come forward in this way. Like the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, they usually tend to represent somebody who might be in that authority, somebody who might be, you know, a judge or has to do with the law and law enforcement. I don't feel that. I feel that in this Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is absolutely grounded, who is absolutely stable, and can absolutely see through bullshit. And I feel like this is the vibe that I'm getting. This is the energy that I'm getting and the messages that I'm being told. As soon as this Queen of Pentacles started dealing with this King of Wands, she knew instantly this person was full of shit. So I know all this time, this Queen of Swords, and I do feel like it's speaking to your energy, that you have been worrying about how this is going to play out. You've been worrying about this King of Wands and these games that he's been playing, and if he's going to pull the wool over the eyes of this Queen of Pentacles, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She is onto his crap, and the more he spun, because I got the Hangman here, so I know that the harder he worked to try and deceive, get revenge, and fuck you over, the more it cemented in her mind that he was not to be trusted, and most likely everything he was saying was a lie. It's like the more he hung himself up, the more he tried to fight and to make you look bad, the more he fucking made himself look bad. It was like absolutely the opposite. Nine of Pentacles, Chariot. I do see in that Nine of Pentacles, it is positivity coming forward. It is money. It does tie into what you're going to be celebrating. There is a financial change that's going to work out in your favor here, thanks to the smartness and the stability of this Queen of Pentacles and the way that she can see through the crap of this King of Wands. Progress. Even in this progress, sometimes the Chariot can represent travel. I don't see that here. What I see is judgment coming forward. So I get pulled back to Eight of Wands and this news that's going to be coming forward to you. I feel like it's going to be coming soon. We're going to shuffle up. I want some more clarification on what's going on here. Six of Cups, the past. I do feel like when this comes to a conclusion too, it does allow you to finally close the door on this chapter. Because until this plays out, you are still in some way, shape, and form tied to this King of Wands. And so it's like, how do you move on when you're still dealing with this crap, right? So I do feel like once our Queen of Pentacles brings this judgment forward, once that part of it is done, it's going to really allow you to cut ties with this person and to start moving on with your life. And you absolutely deserve it. I don't know why this person's got to be so fucking spiteful, but this King of Wands is extremely spiteful. The Knight of Swords. They are nothing but drama. Trying to bring drama. Wheel of Fortune. I think they're going to try and bring more drama too once this judgment comes forward, because they're not going to like it. I don't know if they're going to try and object in some way or try and file some other kind of motion. I will tell you too, I don't have to pull any more cards to see it. They actually have no grounds to object. So they can spend all the money they want and all the time and energy they want bitching. It will not get overturned, and they actually have no ground to stand on here. The Ten of Swords, conclusions. It's fucking done. So they can bitch and gripe all they want, but this is done. Once this Queen of Pentacles has made her ruling, that's it and that's final. There is nothing they can do to change that. Absolutely not, no matter how much they want. And then we pulled the Knight of Wands, immaturity. It kind of fucking says it all. Whoever you're dealing with this King of Wands, this person is absolutely immature. You know, a mature person would find a way to negotiate with you so that both parties receive what's fair and both parties can move on with their lives. This person is just, you can tell by their behavior that they are completely immature and trying to cause all this shit. The Empress, nourishment. I do feel like this is a chance, once this comes to an end, and once you're finally able to sort of sever ties with this person, I feel it's very important, and this is the message I'm getting from my spirit guides, for you to take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. This might mean being single for a little while. Nourish yourself, feed your soul, heal, start to build your life around what you value and what you find important. That's going to be a big part of your healing process, and detoxing from all the crazy shit this person brought into your life, all the drama, new beginnings and prospects. I do feel like you're going to find new opportunities in the future. I do feel like when you're ready and when you're healed, there will be new love waiting for you. But I also feel like this Page of Pentacles speaks to other things too. I feel like it speaks to many different learning opportunities. It speaks to different things you want to do that mean a lot to you. This might be traveling. This might be taking up a hobby. I feel like it's all going to be part of your journey and taking time for yourself to heal and building yourself back up. I just feel like detox is going to be needed, like detox from this person, from this person's energy. I don't know if you want to go get some kind of like a Reiki or a blessing or whatever, but do something that is meditative to you. Do something that feeds your soul. Make a point of doing that on a regular basis and taking up something that's a passion to you as well during this process. And once it's all over, whatever that is, if that's fucking art, if that's music, if it's writing, if it's gardening, if it's exercising, whatever it is, and make specific time for it on a regular basis. It will help you in moving forward from this. It will help you in detoxing from all their crazy, shitty drama that you've been having to put up with. Seven of Swords. Yeah. This person was just toxicity. Absolutely toxic. I got the Seven of Swords. I got the Devil card. I got the Tower. This person was absolutely not somebody that you'd want in your life. No way, shape, or form. They brought negativity to you. They dragged you down. They held you back. And then this process that you've had to go through to sever ties with them has absolutely shown their true colors. If there was ever any doubt before that, there would never be any doubt afterwards. This is who they are. It is a blessing, this Tower, and stepping away from this person's energy. This is not a toxicity that you need in your life. It was only going to distract you from finding happiness and building your life the way that you would like to build it and finding happiness for yourself. Recuperation, healing, bravery, strength. Absolutely. Take that time to heal. Take that time to heal. Do things for yourself that you find value in, that help you to meditate, to calm down, to relax, that feed your soul. This is an important part of your journey moving forward, because this person took a lot out of you, and this process of dealing with this person has taken a lot out of you. But all I see in the future is positivity. I see that there is a period of healing here, but I see you coming past that and moving into blessings, moving into positivity. I can see kind of your light line, or your lifeline, and I can see that there is this spot where you're going to be healing and rebuilding yourself. But as soon as you're past that, everything is like a white light. So there is beauty coming in your future. There is positivity. There is opportunity. There is happiness. So have faith. Don't let the anxiety overwhelm you. This Queen of Pentacles, whoever she is, she knows this person's full of bullshit. So this ruling, when it comes down, it will be in your favor. This person doesn't have a leg to stand on to try and fight this. Once it's done, it's done. And you're going to be able to start moving on with your life. So make sure you're concentrating on you and looking after yourself. And that person can just go get fucked. That's their own problem. They can just peace out. As Annetta James says, peace out. That's what they can do. Alrighty. Have a great day, guys. Alrighty. So this read is for Libra. So we're just going to use the one deck of tarot cards because that's what I'm being told to do. We'll see what message comes forward for Libra. When we had a card come just flying out, we had the Five of Coins. Interesting. This Five of Coins can represent going through a rough time financially. It represents sort of feeling like left out in the cold, or like there's a void, or there's something missing. Oh, and then the next card that popped out was the Devil card. And the Seven of Cups. You are dealing with somebody who is like this Devil card. This is a destructive force in your life. Somebody who might be extremely manipulative. Somebody who might be very abusive. In this Seven of Cups, I see choices and I see options. I don't know if you are weighing your options about stepping away from this person and stepping away from this toxicity, or if you already have and they're trying to reel you back in. The next card that popped out was the Fountain card. So you are at a crossroads, whether you are thinking about walking away or whether you have walked away and are thinking about going back. You are absolutely at a crossroads. And this Fountain card is like the only different card in this tarot deck. It represents like that core and most basic evolution. So this is a very important crossroads in your life. This is a chance to break cycles. This is a chance to evolve and ascend to your higher self, but it is entirely up to you and the choices that you want to make. We have the Seven of Swords. Whoever you're dealing with is extremely deceitful and extremely manipulative. You need to be very, very careful. We also have the Judgment card right next to it. Seven of Swords. Be very careful in making a decision. Extremely careful. Make sure that you understand what this person's intentions are. I feel like they're really good at lying. I feel like this person's really, really good at lying and manipulating. I get a pretty nasty vibe off of their energy. The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Burdens. This person is a burden. This person likes to drop their burdens on you. This person likes to keep you burdened. They like to keep you trapped. The Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Truth. Truth is going to have to win out here. You know, it's funny though. That Queen of Swords, and this is not the vibe that I usually get from this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is this Devil card. This is who you're dealing with. This is somebody who's very sneaky with the truth, very manipulative with the truth. They do come forward with that feminine energy, so I do feel like they're softer in how they manipulate. This also is what makes me think they're very, very sneaky. So they're not just somebody who's going to openly walk up and just slap you or something like that. This is somebody who's going to very cunningly and pointedly wear you down with words and run you down that way. That Ace of Swords has a lot of power behind it, and it does represent the truth of who this person is and their dark energy, and being able to recognize that for yourself. Oh yeah. You are at a crossroads here. That Two of Wands, the Knight of Swords. I feel like you need to hit this person with the truth. That's what I'm seeing here, is confronting them with the truth of their past behavior. I also feel like looking at it very honestly yourself is going to help you to make this choice. I'm going to grab some more cards because I want to know, why this is coming forward, more about what's going on with this person. The Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins, King of Coins. This Queen of Swords, whoever this person is, this person wants money. That's what this person's end goal is. It's to manipulate and keep somebody trapped. and to take their assets and to take their money, to make them work and then sponge off of them. This is somebody who does not want to work for their own money. It's somebody who doesn't want to have to hold down a job. It's somebody who doesn't want to have to have responsibilities. They just want to leech off of somebody else. That is absolutely the truth about this Queen of Swords. That is interesting. Because this King of Pentacles, and like, I know this King of Pentacles, it tends to represent an earth sign, but I don't know, guys. This King of Pentacles is speaking to you because you're somebody who's stable and you're somebody who builds. You're somebody who is not afraid of doing the hard work, of learning a trade, of putting in the hard work to be able to attain your finances, to be able to attain your 10 of coins, to grow a legacy. And this person just wants to take it from you. Absolutely, that's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody who's very sneaky, somebody who wants to pull the wool over your eyes, who wants to fool you, and they want to take advantage of you. This High Priestess. You know, a lot of times the High Priestess can represent sort of that trusting your intuition, a higher force that's watching over. I just get a dark vibe off of this High Priestess. I'm not entirely sure why. I get a really dark vibe off of her in this read. It's kind of weirding me out because I've never had it before. She never speaks to anything negative, really, but she feels very negative in this read. I feel like this is somebody you need to block. This is really somebody you need to block out of your life. They are a very dark person, whoever this is. Knight of Wands. They're a player too. This person is absolutely a player. They're coming forward in the Knight of Wands. They're coming forward in the Queen of Wands. A lot of times I feel a very positive vibe off of the Queen of Wands. I sure as shit don't in this read. This is speaking to this feminine energy. It's speaking to that softer energy that you're dealing with. And this is, like I said, they're coming forward as a feminine energy, even though they might be a man, because they're very soft about how they do things. They're very sneaky. They're not like aggressive and in your face about it. They're very like plotting, cunning, as they are someone who's extremely dark. If you have already stepped away from this person, they are trying to reel you back in. Like, it's up to you what you do. But just know that their motives are extremely dark, and their motives are to take advantage of you, and their motives are to take money. They have financial motives. They are extremely greedy. A Tower card. We have Justice here. The Four of Swords. The Page of Wands. I don't know if you guys have like broken up and you're trying to get your feet back under you. You're trying to heal. You're recovering financially or doing good financially. But this is why they're coming back. This is why they're coming back. If you've already left, it's because there's money there and they want the money. So they're trying to come back in this friendship mode. They're trying to come back like a lover. They're trying to come back, and it's just to get into your wallet. And they are going to scramble your head to be able to get whatever they want. They'll tell you whatever they think you want to hear. They'll make all kinds of promises. They'll throw the word love around, because to this person, they don't care. They don't care that that's poor form. They don't care that that's cruel to do to somebody else. That is what this person is all about. They're all about being cruel. Strength, World, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. All these cards are telling me to sever ties with this dark energy, to have nothing to do with this dark energy, to block them on all levels. You know, if you gotta change your fucking number, if you gotta find a way to change your address, to change your social media, whatever you gotta do to get away from this person so that they can't come crawling back to you, feel like you gotta do it. Whatever changes you gotta make in your world to block this person out, I see in the cards finding strength to do that is what's gonna pay off in the end. Because this person is bad news. They are all kinds of bad news. Like I said, manipulative, destructive. I still get a nasty vibe off of that High Priestess. I don't know if they do... I don't even want to say it because I don't like spell work or creepy shit like that. They're just a really dark person. And they're trying to block you from finding this Nine of Coins, from finding this happiness, this independence, your own personal wealth, and building and moving forward. They just don't want to see you happy. They want to be able to trap you and keep you down and sponge off of you. The Temperance card is that balance. The King of Swords. You need to recognize the truth. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself about what this person is and who they are. It's very important. Temperance card, Four of Coins. Because this person will bleed you dry. If they didn't do it the first time, They will do it. That is their end goal, to bleed you dry financially, and then they'll just move on to somebody else. Temperance, balance. This person does not offer an even give and take. And they are trying to manipulate you into handing over money, handing over assets. I don't know if they're talking marriage or something. I wouldn't be marrying this person, I can tell you that. Star card. It's recognizing them for what they are. They are greedy. I even get a nasty vibe off of the Queen of Coins, which I never do too. I just see this like greed, using sex to manipulate and sexuality to manipulate, using truth to manipulate or untruth to manipulate. As person is I'm going to say it probably sounds really mean. This person's kind of a grease ball. Like, I wouldn't go anywhere near them. They have a very, very dark energy, and they will suck the soul right out of you if you let them. Your soul, your money, your time, your emotion, your energy. They will absolutely bleed you dry. They're like an energy vampire, but they just suck everything out of you from, like I said, money, emotions, time, your thoughts, everything. 5 of Swords. I just feel like there's this need to be able to take time to step back, to be alone, and to think objectively about what you've been through with this person. Because I think being able to see it without emotion and without your heart involved in it and the emotions that you invested will help you to really recognize who they are and what they're all about. And to sort of not forget that if this is someone you left and they're coming weaseling back. It's important to remember all of those things, because that's what they're going to do in the future. That's what this person is all about. They haven't changed. They're not going to flip a switch and ascend. If they do, maybe it'll be far, far in the future. It is sure as shit not now. So this is something that you need to keep in mind in this situation. This person is bad news. This person is toxic for you. This person will hold you back from moving forward and finding that 9 of Pentacles that you deserve. Alrighty guys, so that is your read for the week of June 6th to June 12th. Welcome Aries, this read is for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're just going to use the one tarot deck because this is what I was told to do for your read. So I feel like there's a message that needs to come through from these cards. Let's go ahead and get started here. So the Strength card, the 10 of Cups, oh, the Knight of Swords. Who is this Knight of Swords come charging in? This is someone who you're dealing with, charging in. What the fuck are they charging in for, though? Ooh. I don't know. I see them charging in, and then I got this High Priest. I can just see somebody going, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I got it sitting right next to the 9 of Wands, and I see blocking in that 9 of Wands. I don't know who the fuck this Knight of Swords is, but I feel like once he comes charging in, somebody doesn't necessarily want him charging in. Queen of Swords, I don't think he's been truthful in the past. Whoever this person is, this is somebody who you have had a relationship with in the past. It's somebody who you've parted ways with. I'm not entirely sure just yet why you've parted ways with them, but you did part ways with them. And I do feel like they're going to be sort of trying to charge back into your life. Maybe you're moving on. Maybe you got a new partner. Maybe you're starting to find a 10 of Cups for yourself. They're feeling a little jealous. They're feeling a little envious. Whatever the reason, right now I'm seeing them charging back in, trying to get back into your life. And I just see you going, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up there, Pontiac. And I think there's something here that you need them to admit to. I don't know if it's shit they did in the past. It's something they lied about. But I just see in that Queen of Swords, it's like, she's not putting up with no bullshit. She's not putting up with no lies. She doesn't want anybody's crap anymore. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Where do these guys sit? Knight of Cups. I think you're moving on. You're finding somebody new. That's really interesting because the Queen of Cups is coming forward. The Queen of Cups is coming forward as somebody new. And I know that the Queen of Swords is speaking to your energy. But I don't feel like it's necessarily like two feminine energies or two women. I do feel like it's a softer energy, who's new that's come into your life. It's somebody who's more emotionally open. I feel like it's somebody who feels like a friend. Like, as you can tell them anything, you feel comfortable with them, they don't judge you, maybe been through shit themselves too, and they can open up to you and they feel the same way. I just feel like it's easy to be with whoever this person is, this new person who you're meeting, and maybe you just met them or you just started dating. But I just feel like it's going well, like it's something positive. And then I got this King of Swords here. And I feel like anger coming from this King of Swords. This is who's charging in. This is your person who you dealt with in the past. This is someone who thinks like they are king shit at Turd Island. They think that they are, if this is a man, he thinks he is like the most macho man in the world. He thinks he knows everything and everyone else is a fucking idiot. And if it's a woman, this is somebody who thinks she is the most attractive person in the world. And how could you go for this new person because she is so much better than that? This is somebody who has quite a big fucking ego. They got quite a big ego. They think quite a bit of themselves. And they do not want to see you move on. They're like, how could you move on to this new person? Because they're judging your new person hard. Just because they're super insecure, because they're angry, because they're envious. And they don't want to see you moving on and moving forward. And that's why they're coming crawling back. I feel like they're bringing drama. They bring in drama. Are they showing up wherever you're going to, too? I almost wonder, fucking Justice. 10 of Pentacles. You know what? I don't know if they're knocking on your door and showing up that way, or if they're hunting you down in public and bumping into you when you're with your new person and like putting on a big show, trying to make your new person insecure, trying to drive a wedge, trying to cause drama. But I just see this Queen of Swords like she doesn't care and she's not taking no shit. Like, oh, now you want to be in my life now that I have so-and-so. Like, where the fuck were you when this was going on? When you did this, when you said that, when you, if this person cheated on you. I feel like just like fucking calling it right out in the open. I like just put them right on the fucking spot. Just put them on the spot. You didn't want to have a 10 of Pentacles with me. You didn't want to have a 10 of Cups and build a legacy with me. Instead, you were out doing this. You were lying to me. You were this. You fucking call them right out. Call them right out in the open, I'd say. All right, grab a few more here because I feel like there's somebody who wants to fluff themselves up and try and make your new person insecure and try and screw you over from moving forward. I'd lay it right back on them. 9 of Swords. Oh yeah, fucking hand it all back. Absolutely hand it all back. Don't allow them to bring this drama forward in your life in this new chapter with this new person who's entered, who you're trying to get to know, who you're trying to possibly build with. Because this person's still a player. Whoever this is from your past, they are still in that player energy. They are not looking to commit. They don't have anything to offer you except for fucking drama, which you've already seen. If they've already shown up, if this has already taken place, then you're well aware this person is already bringing drama. If they pop up, if this is like a, hey, heads up, this person's coming back, this is it. This is all they got. They're just trying to make a big fucking stink. If they chase your new person off, if you let them back in, they're just going to do exactly what they did before. Their end goal is not to have a 10 of Cups with you. Their end goal is not long-term commitment and legacy and family. It's just to get you back so that they can see that they did it, right? It's like a winning. It's like they don't mind if you have to lose so that they can feel like they've won. This person's like straight in their ego. This person's super immature. Super immature, like zero emotional maturity, zero awareness of how they come across to others, of the fact that this behavior that they exhibit will keep them from ever having a 10 of Cups with anybody. Nobody wants to fucking build with that. That's crap, right? The 2 of Swords. Oh, they're going to try and scramble. They're going to try and scramble your mind. They're going to try and tell you what they think you want to hear. They're going to try and manipulate you to bring you back. They're going to try and cause shit with your new person, make your new person insecure, make them think something's going on. I just see the 7 of Wands like blocking them, setting boundaries. I get pulled back to that 9 of Swords, and I never see this in the 9 of Swords because a lot of times it just represents, you're feeling anxiety or you're feeling depressed. I see throwing that shit right back in their lap. Confronting them, calling them out right then and there for everything that they've done, everything that they've said, exactly what happened, and that they were the one who brought that tower about. You tried to be that Knight of Pentacles. You tried to be that, that steady Eddie. You tried to build with them, and all they were was drama, lies, and deceit, and you don't fucking need it. And it's like, if you wanted that with me, then why did you do this? Why were you doing this entire time? Like, I don't need you around. I don't need your drama. I don't need your bullshit. I ain't just calling it out. I think embarrassing the fuck out of them. I think that's your best bet. I might actually even chase this person off because this person is big about ego. They're not going to like their ego being bruised. That might be enough to make them piss off. 8 of Wands. Swift change. On the 7 of Pentacles, I just like, on that 8 of Wands speaks of communication. I think when they come forward and they start trying to pull this crap, you just dish it out. Just fucking dish it out. This is why it happened. This is why we broke up. It was because you did this and you did that. And I'm not spending my life with a fucking loser who just brings a bunch of drama into my life. I want somebody good in my life and I deserve to be treated better than the way that you treated me. Oh, fucking just call them right out. Just call them right out. Let them hear it. Let it be out in the open. Let them be fucking embarrassed. It's what they've earned. If they want to try coming along causing drama in your life when you're trying to move on, fucking just throw it right back at them. I actually see they're going to be so fucking butthurt, they're going to go slinking away. This person is not going to want to come back to you. They're not going to want to have a repeat of that happening. They're going to feel like an ass. This might be the thing that actually frees you. And it'll probably feel good to fucking speak that truth in front of them too. And to lay it all back in their lap. I feel like it's going to help you to sever those ties. Just those last little bit of whatever that might still exist. And to let it go. And to let it go, it's like taking back control of your own emotions and not allowing this person to rattle your fucking cage. And I see that in this King of Swords. I actually see your King of Cups. I see your energy in this King of Cups and like taking that back, taking that emotional power back by calling this for what it is and allowing that chapter to finally come to an end. It's like coming into your own Emperor energy and taking back your power. Taking back your power, not allowing these secrets or whatever this shit to hang over you anymore, dumping it back where it belongs. And I see you moving on and moving forward, and you are attracting new attention to you. Whoever this new person is who's coming into your life and you moving on, this is going to make this new person like you all the more. Because they're going to see that you don't take no shit. They're going to see you don't entertain any exes, that you don't want to bring any of that drama forward. I do feel like this is going to be a huge turning point for you and help you to move on and move forward. Like any little extra little thoughts, little hanging ons, little feelings that you've had sort of that might have been lingering, this is the best way to deal with it. When this person steps forward and tries to cause that drama, you slam it right back in their lap. You slam it right, just shame the fuck out of them with everything that they did. And it'll shame them enough that they will not want to do it again. They will not want to repeat of this. They will go slinking off and you will be free of this person's energy. And you'll be able to get that off your chest. And feel free of that last little bit of whatever that might be hanging on to. Alrighty guys, take care. Alright, Leo, this is going to be your read. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're just going to use the one deck of tarot cards because this is what called to me for your read. So we'll see what comes forward. What's the message that you need to hear? We had a whole big bunch that wanted to pop out. Let's see, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. That's a lot of sixes already. On the Wheel of the Year, you know, I feel something changing. I feel like you've been through a change. It does have to do with the 6 of Pentacles. I don't know if this was like breadcrumbing or just not getting enough of what you needed. And I'm not sure yet if we're going to be talking about a romantic relationship or perhaps even in a career. But I do feel that 6 of Swords, that severing ties, that moving away. I also feel like that choice to cut ties, that choice to step away from whatever this was, has set about a change in your life. The Star card. It's like, oh, that's what it is. It's like a realization that whatever this 6 of Pentacles was, this wasn't the first time you experienced it. It might have been a cycle in one relationship or a cycle that you've experienced in a few relationships or a few situations. Because I do have the 6 of Cups. So I feel like this was a cycle. It was a cycle that happened over and over again. But being able to step away from it helped you to recognize that. And I do feel like a switch has been flipped for you. And so now it's like being able to recognize what this 10 of Pentacles means to you for legacy, for a future, what it is you really want, what it's like abundance and wealth. And recognizing that the 6 of Cups, the cycle that you were living, the 6 of Pentacles, is not going to get you that. Let's see what we got. We got the Hangman, the 3 of Cups. It was like, yeah, I was like, you did a lot of shadow work. You've done a lot of shadow work. You had one hell of an epiphany here. This is like you ascending and being able to step outside yourself and sort of look at the things that you've been doing, look at the relationships possibly that you've been getting into or the cycles that you've been getting into, and realizing that none of it was healthy for you. Like now you can see it for yourself. You were not going to have what you were looking for because you were going through the same cycle of like breadcrumbing. The cherry, oh wow. So this was a pretty powerful, yeah, and then I got the Empress too. This was a very powerful change that you made. This was a very powerful ascension, and this is going to take you to where you want to be in life. This is going to like set the groundwork for you to be able to attain what you're looking for. That Four of Wands is sometimes called the marriage card. So if that's your goal, if that's what you're looking for, a fruitful marriage and lifelong relationship, you now possess the skills and the mindset to be able to attain that, to be able to find that partner, to be able to weed out the duds, to be able to achieve that, whatever it is, you now have the foundations in place to be able to do that for yourself. And part of it is coming into this Empress energy, this healing, this self-love, this self-esteem, being able to be self-aware and recognizing red flags that are talking about falling back into old habits. The Three of Swords, you're finally severing yourself from these old types of relationships, from these old types of cycles. You've elevated yourself above that where you can recognize it in a new way. Queen of Swords, you can smell bullshit. I got the Queen of Swords right next to the Seven of Swords. Look at her. She's like, come on, bring it. Bring it. She can smell bullshit coming a mile away. She can recognize it now. Those red flags are going to stand out to you so fast. It's going to be so easy to weed them out now. This King of Pentacles. This was part of it. This was somebody who was selfish, somebody who was self-centered, somebody who didn't want to share. And this might have been within finances too. If this was somebody who you were looking to have a deeper commitment with and marry, this person was not comfortable mixing finances at all. I don't know that they had problem, spending your money, but they sure as shit would not have wanted you to spend their money. Like they were cheap as fuck. It's just the vibe that I get from this King of Pentacles. This was somebody who always had an excuse not to make that deeper commitment because that was something that they were not comfortable doing and could not get over themselves enough to do. The Four of Swords. I do feel like it left you feeling like, I don't know if I want to say like out in the cold, but definitely like they didn't care, they didn't trust you. And I do feel like you got sick of that. I feel like that was enough. We're not going to breadcrumb. If you can't trust me enough to invest and to commit, then it's like I'm moving forward, I'm moving on, and I'm going to go find somebody who will. I do feel like that was a turning point, is recognizing that that person was not going to ever invest in that way. And then moving on and moving forward and recognize that you don't have to put up with what little they did have to offer and that you weren't going to settle for anything less than what you were looking for. I just see like this huge change in the way you view things, change in the way that you view relationships, change in the way that you view yourselves. And like, exactly, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, it's led to a new beginning for you. This is a new chapter now. And if you're looking for that marriage commitment, if that is your goal, that Four of Wands, that Ten of Cups, if that's what it means to you, you now possess the skills to be able to find a partner who also has those goals. Because you're not going to waste your time. Like this King of Pentacles was a fucking time waster. This was somebody who is never going to give you what you wanted. The Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles did fly out in reverse. The Two of Pentacles is about balance. And the Five of Wands. You know what that Two of Pentacles also represents? Being juggled. I do feel like this person did juggle you. This person did try to manipulate you into staying put without them having to give more than they were comfortable. And it's like what they were comfortable giving was not enough. It was not enough. It was not going to make you happy. And by them trying to keep you off balance like that, by them trying to keep you stuck like that, by them wasting your time, it did cause that conflict. It did cause that conflict. You don't need that shit anymore. You are coming into this Nine of Pentacles energy, being happy and comfortable within your own skin, making your own abundance, growing your own independent life, And it's like, if you're going to share that with someone, that person needs to be like an emperor to your empress. This needs to be somebody who can match you, somebody who wants to build, somebody who's looking for long-term commitment and stability. And I do feel like you're not going to accept anything less. Like, this is now your personal truth. And there's no going back. And there's no compromising. And there's no settling now. Like, you're going to get somebody who's going to step up to the plate, or you'll be just as happy being single and building a happy life yourself until that person is ready to come your way. Because that person does exist. They most definitely do. But I do feel like this was a lesson that you had to learn so that you could recognize a time waster when you see them in the future. And if you can recognize a time waster, that's going to help you to recognize an emperor too that steps forward into your life. So as crappy as all this shit was, it's like it had to happen so that you could learn that for yourself, so that you could gain that new perspective. You could see in that new way to be able to recognize an emperor and to be able to recognize a time waster. I feel like this was an important part of your evolution and your process here. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, you have learned your lessons from the past. You're moving on to a beautiful new beginning, and that Death card is transition. Closing the door on one chapter and beginning a new one. You are never going to go back to these time wasters again. You see them for what they are, and you're not going to let anybody hold back your happiness. You just want happiness in the future, and you will have happiness single and within yourself until the right person comes along, and then you will allow that person, provided they are that emperor energy, you know, and there's somebody who can match you, you will allow them into your life to contribute to your happiness, not to live off of your happiness, not to string you along for their own happiness, but somebody who matches you at the same level and contributes 50-50 to that happiness. We're gonna grab just a couple more cards here, because I knew a couple more had to come out. Oh my good God, and that's why, because we have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is that swift change. It is that communication. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning. It's a new beginning, and a lot of times it can speak to a new relationship starting. Like, all of this was extremely important because somebody knew there is a new energy that is going to be coming your way right away. So you're going to be able to need these skills that you have developed to know whether this new person coming forward is a time waster or an emperor. And trust your intuition, trust the red flags, trust your knowledge and the lessons that you've learned, because you will know the difference. Alrighty guys, take care. Alrighty guys, so this read is for Aquarius. So actually when I was shuffling the cards, the Queen of Swords came out. So Swords is indicative of an air sign, which Aquarius is. So I felt like that card needed to come out. It needed to get set aside. And we're going to grab a few of these guys. I'm just feeling drawn to them. So we have Horned Cactus, which represents resourcefulness. Interesting. And a few more. And we're going to see where they sit, and then we'll get going with the tarot cards. Perfect Storm, Wailing Tree, Whale Song, Me Talks. That's interesting. A perfect storm is like everything happening for a reason, everything coming together, just the right place, just the right time. Sometimes it's really positive and it brings forward something like a blessing or of that nature. Sometimes it brings forward a change, and it might be a hard change, but it happens for a reason, and it's to push somebody in a certain new direction. We also have Benefactor and Many Masks. Interesting. That Benefactor, it represents like grace and giving, generosity. Many Masks. I want to grab a few more cards because I want to see where all of this fits in. Me Talks. I feel like somebody was just giving. Somebody was just giving too much of themselves. And it's like it wound up just being too much. And somebody had to sort of step away for themselves. And having to take time for themselves. Having to feed their own soul. Having to heal. Having to put themselves first instead of other people first. Well, I'm going to grab more cards because I want to know where like the Wailing Tree fits in and a few of these others. Nine of Swords. Yeah, somebody just gave so freaking much that it wore them right down. It wore them absolutely right down. Like emotionally, mentally exhausted. The Empress. That's why, because you're this Empress energy. So you're very caring. You're very nurturing. You might be an empath. Might be very intuitive. So you do take on other people's energies too, and you also want to help people. You know, if you see somebody hurting emotionally, it hurts you. And you want to be able to help. You want to be able to offer advice. This is why we have like many masks. I feel like people bring you their drama. I feel like people bring you their crap because you have good advice too. You're somebody who cares. You're somebody who's easy to talk to. You usually have very good advice to give. I feel like everybody kind of brings their shit your way, asking for advice, asking for what direction do I go about this, that, or the other in my life. Reconciliation. As weird, because I don't even feel like this wailing tree, this reconciliation card, I don't even feel like it belongs to you. That's why some of these cards feel fucking wonky. Because they're not actually your cards. This is some of the shit that you're dealing with other people. It's like people come to you when you're like a resource too. You're like a resource. You're like this empress, this nurturing. If you're a woman, everyone kind of looks at you like their surrogate mom. You know, if you're a man, everybody looks at you like their surrogate dad. You're somebody who they go to for advice. You're always the go-to. But like Jesus fuck, it's wearing. It's extremely wearing. I feel like we're going to be talking about one energy in particular that's very wearing. And I do feel like it might tie into this perfect storm. I don't know that this perfect storm card is actually meant for you. I feel like this might be meant for the person that you're dealing with this wailing tree. And somebody who's bringing a lot of heavy energy into your life. I'm not saying at this point that this is a bad person or a bad energy. I feel like this is somebody who's got a lot of shit going on. And because of just who you are in your nature, you do wind up taking some of that crap on yourself. And it is wearing. I feel a need to set boundaries. Like not allowing it. It's like it's not that it's not allowing somebody into your life or saying I don't want to hear it or I don't want to blah, 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 blah. But it's like being able to limit that to a certain extent and being able to give some of this shit back to people. And like, this is yours. You need to make these decisions on your own. I wish you the best of luck. But it's like being able to set those boundaries for yourself, because I do feel like you're taking on people's dark energy. You got to be a fucking empath. You must be an empath with the way you take on energy and the way people zap it from you when they're going through rough things. I feel like people even take your good energy too. Like you could be in a really good mood and someone will come to you and they're sad and they're upset and they want whatever. And you feel, you know, that your heart goes out to them and you listen to them and you offer whatever advice. And then I feel like they will walk away feeling better, but you walk away feeling worse. And it's not because those people are horrible people. I do feel like it's because you're an empath. So that's just kind of how it works for you. And it does wind up zapping you dry. It leaves you almost like this Five of Pentacles. If you can see that image that's sort of out in the cold, that random little flower that's just sort of stuck there out in the fucking snow. And that's what I feel like, especially with this one energy that you're dealing with. They have lots of fucking drama going on in their life. A whole lot of drama. A lot of heartache. This person has a lot of heartache too going on. This is not romance though. I don't feel like this is a romantic connection. I feel like this is some sort of a friendship or an acquaintanceship. So either this is, you know, a family member or a friend or someone you know from work. It's somebody within your circle that is not romantically connected to you. And this person is sucking the fucking life out of you. Absolutely. With everything that's going on in their life. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling from the cards. They are very dysfunctional. They live with a lot of drama, with a lot of chaos. It's not like they're entirely a victim of it either. These are choices that they're making. They're choosing to stay in dysfunctional relationships. They're choosing to contribute to dysfunctional relationships with drama instead of sort of walking away and finding their own healing and moving forward. They like sit in it and they stew in it. And then they bring that drama to you and it's just like, holy fuck. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I can feel it coming through in the cards. And I do feel like you feel sorry for them. Like you do. Whatever this person is going through, you absolutely feel sorry for them because they might be dealing with someone who's extremely negative and extremely abusive or controlling. But the thing is, they are choosing to stay in it. They are choosing to contribute to that instead of choosing to walk away. And this is not yours to fix. You need to understand that too. I know you're an empath. I know you want to help. I know your heart goes out to this person. because that's just who you are. You're a very caring and nurturing person. But this person needs to make their choices for themselves. And they might be on a path like this shit that they're dealing with. This might actually be a karmic lesson for them and something that they need to experience to be able to understand about setting boundaries in their own life and finding their own self-worth. And it's something that they need to do for themselves. You can't make that happen. And it's draining the life out of you. It's just like, I even see it in this Page of Wands, like when they come towards you and you're kind of like, oh fuck, what is this now? Oh, now what's going on now? What am I going to hear about? It's just like having to deal with their dramatic shit that's going on in their life, and then they're dumping it in your lap. They absolutely are. Yeah, this is too much for you. You need to set boundaries because it's draining the life out of you. It is absolutely draining the life out of you. I feel like I don't know if it's having a toxic effect on your home life, and with possibly if you have a partner or kids or whatever it is too, like you come home, like if this is happening at work, you come home extra exhausted, or after you've dealt with this person, you're sort of on edge, or you're grumpy, or you're worn out. This is having a very negative impact on your life. You need to set boundaries with these people, whoever they are, and especially this one that you're dealing with. Because I feel like that perfect storm is theirs. Their life going to shit is happening for a very specific reason. It's to teach them a lesson. It's to push them in a different direction where they step out of a toxic relationship and figure their fucking shit out. And I feel like they are actively not doing that. Like they are going back and going back and going back and living that cycle. I feel like you can see it and it's absolutely fucking obvious to you, and it's painful to watch, and you just want to shake them fucking awake and make them see the truth because you care for them and you think they're not a bad person and they have a good heart and you want to help. This is not yours to do. This is their journey to take. And it's not right for them to actively dump this on you and to keep living this cycle. You do need to set boundaries here for your own health. For your own health. And it's like, if they're going to come to you for advice, then they need to take it for what it is and not like keep coming back and coming back. Like you've already told them. I feel like you told them the same thing 500 fucking times. And every time this person who they're with manipulates them and they just keep going back and going back and going back. And it's like this vicious cycle. This is something you need to just get out of because you're getting pulled into this asshole that they're dealing with. Whether that person realizes it or not, or anyone else realizes it or not, they're actually drawing you into the dysfunction and the drama. Now you're getting pulled in, not entirely like a third party, but you don't fucking belong there. This drama isn't yours. This lesson isn't yours to learn. It is for somebody else. It is for this other person to figure out. I know that probably sounds really mean, but this is having a very bad effect on your health. And you need to start looking after yourself and being able to set that boundary with this person and be like, you know what, I'm going to tell you a hard truth, whether you want to hear it or not. And I'm only going to tell it to you once, and then I don't want to hear about this again. This is what I see is going on. This is what my advice to you would be, but it's up to you to make a choice in your own life. Don't come back to me and expect me to say the same thing. This is the only time I'm fucking saying it, and then I'm pulling myself out, and you need to deal with your own life. I know that sounds absolutely fucking mean, but sometimes you just have to look after yourself. And I do feel like that's what the cards are saying here. There is a time now where you need to give this back to whoever this person is, and they need to figure their own shit out, and you need to look after your own health. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. Take care. Alright, so this read is going to be for Scorpio. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll see what message tarot has for Scorpio today. We already got a few that are starting to go sideways. That one needs to pop out too. Oh shit, that's not a nice way to start. We do have the Three of Swords was our first card here. Interesting. Six of Wands and the Moon card. Oh, so I do sense some sort of heartbreak here. I do sense some sort of separation. But I want to know where the rest of these cards fit in, and where this fits in, if this is something that you're thinking about doing or this is something that has already happened. Okay, no, we are starting to sever ties now. So do you see that we've moved on? Seven of Cups though. This is like weighing your options, considering your options very carefully. I think you found your self-worth. I don't know what was going on in this relationship, and I do feel like it's going to come through a little bit later once we get more cards out. But I do feel like there was a truth that you had to recognize in helping you make a choice in walking away from something and releasing something. And you had to do some shadow work for it too. I don't know if this was recognizing that this other person was never going to give you what they sort of promised to put into the relationship, or if they were not being honest with you in some way, shape, or form. High Priest. You know, I also feel like somebody close to you, I do feel it in this High Priest, tried to give you some wisdom, tried to give you some advice, tried to give you some help. I'm not sure who they are, and I'm going to tell you too, I'm not entirely sure if this person is living or if this person has passed and tried to speak to you through dreams and through your intuition. But I do feel like this is somebody who deeply cares about you, somebody who wants to be able to see you find sort of this Nine of Pentacles energy. This happiness, this independence, this building your own wealth, this finding your self-esteem and your self-worth. And I do feel like this was part of your own journey too. The King of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. You were dealing with somebody who was emotionally, I don't know if it was abusive. It was definitely manipulative. It was somebody who would not... It's like they couldn't really contribute to you and be honest with you and open about their own feelings. They couldn't emotionally invest in a relationship. I feel like they would give you just enough to keep you around, but they never truly invested. It's like always keeping you at arm's length too. I feel that in this Knight of Wands. Like this person would always keep you at arm's length. So this relationship would never progress to where you wanted it to go, because this person would never let it get there. Never let it get there. The Emperor. I do feel like this is somebody who you tried to build a life with. It's somebody who you considered marrying, who you considered having kids with. I don't know if you did have some children with them too, but it was someone who you did want to have that long-term relationship, that long-term commitment with. I'm not sure if you guys were married at one point as well, but it was like this person... I said throughout all of that time, and I do feel like this happened over a stretch of time, they never emotionally committed. It was always arm's length, you know? It's like they'd let you in a little bit and then they'd shove you away again. Like, don't get too close. So I feel like this was a hard truth that you had to look deep within to find within this person. I also feel this High Priest, whoever this High Priest is, and he is speaking to somebody, it's like tried to tell you this, tried to offer advice. Like I said, I'm not sure who they are, if they're somebody who passed or somebody who, when they were, maybe if they did pass when they were alive, they tried to tell you this, or they are alive now. But I do feel like it's somebody who was close to you and somebody who was an older figure and somebody who tried to offer you that wisdom. I also don't feel like this person took well to the relationship coming to an end. Like, it wasn't a clean break either. It wasn't a clean break. I feel like they kept trying to draw you back in. I feel like they were also pissed off about the relationship coming to an end. Like they got, I don't know if they got vindictive, but they did get very angry. I'm going to grab a couple more cards. Feel them like reaching out, like you're trying to walk away. You've realized this is not going to be what you want it to be. This person's never going to give you what you want them to give you. And then like trying to walk away, trying to sever ties, trying to move on. I feel like they keep trying to draw you back in. They keep trying to draw you back in. And they're being nasty. Like if you block that, if you communicate with them and you block that and say, no, I'm not coming back, blah, 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 I feel like then they just get nasty. Then they just say nasty shit. And it sort of just reiterates that you've made the right choice in moving on and moving forward. This is somebody who's not going to be loving, who's not going to be kind, who's not going to invest in the way that you need them to. It's like I said, I can just feel them like getting pissy and getting angry and then saying something mean to you. Because you've said, you know what, I'm not coming back, I'm not entertaining this. You know, maybe if we went to couples therapy, which is something this person would absolutely not freaking agree to. I can already see that in the cards. But it's like, then they just get super nasty. Then they just get super nasty. But you are kind of like this Queen of Pentacles now. It's like you're starting to find your self-worth. You're starting to stand up for yourself. You're starting to find that independence, building for yourself, finding stability. I also see that loyalty is extremely important to you too. So in a relationship with a partner, any partner who is with you is guaranteed loyalty. So you are a very good partner, but this is something that you will not settle on in receiving in return. Somebody needs to be loyal to you as well. That's something that you very much value. 5 of Cups. I do see you're still healing your heart though. I do see there's still emotions attached with this person. And I do see that it takes time for those sorts of things to heal. And it doesn't help that they keep running this game and coming back and then they got to be an asshole. I feel like it just keeps the wounds open. I do have the 4 of Wands next to the Justice card. That 4 of Wands a lot of times is called the marriage card. I mean, if you look at Justice, she sort of looks like that courthouse figure. So you guys might be going through a divorce, or there might be a divorce that is final, or it could have been that this was a marriage that came to an end here. Because I do feel like this contributes to some sort of finalization or conclusion of this relationship, and of even thinking that maybe this could be a marriage or what you were working towards, realizing that that is completely gone now, or it was a marriage and we've had a divorce and it's done now. Because I do feel a conclusion within these cards with this relationship, like no second chances, no going back. We see it for what it is, and as much as that sucks, there's nothing we can do to change that. We have to accept it. And I do feel that. I feel like you're able to start finding balance now, start getting your feet under you and recognizing that this person was never going to give you what you needed. I do have the 7 of Swords next to the 6 of Cups. So I do feel like this person was about cycles. Cycles where you got cheated out of the commitment or the type of life that you were looking for. It was like just to keep you stuck. To keep you stuck, not to contribute to your life, but to keep you stuck was what this person did with you. And I do feel like you see that now, the Sun card. I feel like being able to recognize that is a blessing in and of itself that helps you to sever ties and move forward in your life. And I do feel like it helps you to free yourself from this hangman, because it was holding you back. This person was wasting that time. They were holding you back from finding the love that you would very much like to have in your life. Oh, Jesus, starting to rain now. You know, this person was just in their ego. They're in their ego. They were in this feel-good player energy. I don't know if they did cheat, but they were somebody who was just like not concerned with the feelings of others. Just a very immature energy. Somebody who could not step up to the plate and give you what you needed. They were not going to be like an emperor to your empress or the other way around. You know, they hadn't ascended yet. I still don't feel that they have, but that is their journey to take. That is their journey to walk on their own. And I do feel like you are taking those steps in your life now, where you're coming into your own energy. That's going to be Empress or Emperor energy. I'm going to grab a few more here. Oh, High Priestess. Yeah, you are starting this new journey forward. I keep getting cards about healing though. So this is going to be a process for you, taking time to allow your heart to heal. But I feel like you're going to know when the time is ready to try and move on and move forward, and perhaps even try again to find a new partnership. And what is waiting in your future is a 2 of Cups. This is sitting in your future when you are ready for it. So take your time. Take your time to heal from all of this that's gone on. You've been through a lot. And allow your heart time, allow yourself time to really process these feelings, these emotions, and then to release them. So that when you go to step forward to connect to this 2 of Cups and whoever this is in the future for you, waiting for you, it's going to be a good connection. And this person that you dealt with in the past and the baggage and the hurt, that none of that is going to enter into this new chapter that's waiting for you. Alrighty guys, take care. Alrighty, so this read is going to be for Pisces. So this will be good for the week of June 6th to June 12th for Pisces. Let's see what message comes forward for you guys. I got cards all over the place that need to come out for your read. So Tarot is eager to talk to Pisces today. And you can hear it is raining here. Oh my goodness. Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Ooh, and the Moon card. Interesting. So I do feel like something from the past, Pisces is definitely dealing with. This is like a finding a new view on something that happened in the past. So I feel this sense of like looking back and sort of examining something that someone has been through, and then coming to some sort of a conclusion or a realization that what they thought it was in the past wasn't that. I do feel like whatever this is actually helping someone to move forward and find balance. Two of Swords, deceit. Or Seven of Swords, deceit. Two of Swords, crossroads. Immaturity. Somebody was dealing with somebody who was immature. Somebody was dealing with a player energy. I think they were wondering if this person was maybe stepping out on them or being dishonest in some way. And like looking back at it. Like looking back and recognizing, okay, those were the red flags. Those were the red flags that I didn't see at the time. And I do feel like somebody's seeing that. I do feel like that's coming into balance. That's becoming clear. Two of Cups. And Page of Pentacles. And I do feel like somebody's realizing that whoever this Knight of Wands was, who they were dealing with, I don't know if this has been like, it's a breakup and somebody's been sort of stewing on it for a while and thinking about it for a while. But I just see that somebody is grateful that this Knight of Wands is no longer in their life. Like this was a time-wasting energy. This was somebody who was drama. This is somebody who was heartbreak. This is somebody who was trouble. And having them in their life was just not going to benefit them in any way, shape, or form. So I feel like somebody's like, man, I got lots of options now. Like, plenty of fish in the sea. I don't have this immature Knight of Wands taking up space in my life anymore, causing shit in my life. I don't have to deal with their drama and their crap anymore. And now I'm open to something better. Now I'm open to wish fulfillment. Now I can sort of define what it is that I want in a partner and find that within myself. I see that in the Seven of Pentacles. It's like being able to set those standards now, being able to recognize another Knight of Wands if you come across them and not entertaining them and not wasting your time with this person, not allowing this person to waste your time. I do see healing. I do see healing. I feel like this person was an asshole. I feel like this person caused a lot of hard feelings and a lot of hurt that you had to deal with. But I do see you moving past that. And I do see you now looking towards the future. This is part of this moon, this Six of Cups, this being able to look back on something and to see it in a new way that has allowed you to finally sever ties and look forward to a future. Instead of thinking about the Tower from the past, instead of thinking about the worries from the past, instead of sort of stewing on this Knight of Wands and what did he actually do and what is he up to now, feel like it's just like, you know what, see you later, buddy. I don't need your shit in my life. I'm too good for that. I don't have time to waste dwelling on whatever happened because there are beautiful prospects waiting for me in the future. Achievement. And I do feel like being able to let go of that has finally made that space. That realization, being able to let go, has made space for new blessings to show up in your life. It's like a switch flipping. It's like that change, your wheel of fortune turning. The King of Cups. Interesting. The King of Cups. And the King of Swords. We got the King of Swords. Who the hell are all these people? I saw this King of Cups, but I didn't feel like he was like somebody new, somebody fresh, a new energy. So I wanted to pull a few more. And then I got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a fresh new energy. This is somebody coming your way. Whoever this Knight of Wands is actually this King of Cups too. These are one and the same. This person has still been keeping tabs on you. This person is, because they're just fucking immature. They can't just move on with their life and deal with shit. As soon as this King of Swords steps forward into your life, this King of Cups is going to make some kind of a reappearance. Because I got him next to the Five of Swords. The word at the bottom of the Five of Swords is revenge. And I very much feel that. Like, I don't know what this person's going to do, if they're going to try and contact you and then try and like draw you back in and promise a bunch of shit, or if they're just going to try and cause some fucking drama over here with whoever this King of Swords is. This King of Swords is somebody mature. It's somebody stable. It's somebody who doesn't put up with crap and lies. This is just like no nonsense kind of person. This is somebody who you can count on to follow through with their word. Whoever this is who shows up in your life. Swords can represent somebody who is an air sign. So perhaps a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. More than anyone or anything, I see that he is just grounded and values truth, honesty, and integrity. Like, and what you see is what you get with him. He doesn't put fluff on. He doesn't pretend to be something he's not. He just is who he is. I also feel like some people might find that very abrasive. I gotta say. But he just, you know what you're getting with this guy. There's no fucking mind games with him. This Knight of Wands, this King of Cups, this person's fucking mind games. That's all they are. They're just mind games. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. And this King of Swords is going to treat you like a queen. He is going to treat you with the respect that you deserve, the respect that this King of Cups, Knight of Wands character, this immature character, is not capable of giving you. Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. I feel like once you get together with this King of Swords, I feel like things are going to progress quite quickly. I got celebration, I got speed, I got excitement. Whoever this is who comes into your life, this King of Swords, this is somebody who wants to build with you long term. I also feel like this is somebody who recognizes quite quickly that you're the one they want to build with. It's like once they've made up their mind, there's somebody who's going to stick with it. And I think they see all those qualities in you, and that you're somebody who offers loyalty, you're somebody who offers stability, you're somebody who is nurturing and kind and giving and loving, and someone who they can count on to be honest and true to them. They're like, that's what I want. That's what I want. And I don't want to ruin no surprises, but I feel like this progresses to a deeper commitment extremely quickly. Which is probably what pisses off this King of Cups, Knight of Wands character. I'm going to grab a few more because I want to know where some of that fits into. Death and release. Huh. Yeah, I think this King of Cups tries to make some trouble for the two of you. I think this person tries to show up. I don't know if they're trying to undermine this relationship, to give this person, this King of Swords, like a false idea that you're having an affair with them to try and ruin your relationship, or they just show up just to fucking cause shit or whatever it is. This King of Swords, though, he just strikes me as so no nonsense. Like, he's just not going to put up with this person's crap. You know, I do have fear, I do have anxiety, so I do feel like these are speaking to you, worrying about this ex causing shit in this new relationship, which is actually going extremely good. It's somebody, this King of Swords is someone you want to progress with. You don't want this shit from the past coming back and mucking that up, because it's something that you've worked hard to try and move away from. But I do feel like this sits on your mind, this fear, because this person is extremely immature. The Empress. I just feel like it is because you're this Empress energy. You just have this kind, nurturing, growing energy about you. You're somebody who has charisma. You're somebody who has stability. You're somebody who attracts other people in. Unfortunately, you don't always attract the good ones, which is how you wound up with this Knight of Wands to begin with. But you do wind up with this King of Swords. You do attract this person in. But I do feel like this shit from the past has brought burdens to you. I definitely do. And you're still worried about it causing more burdens in the future. I'm going to pull a few more cards here because I want to know more about why Tarot's bringing that fear forward. Why is Tarot? Oh, okay, perfect. I was kind of thinking that. I was wondering if it was going to come forward in the cards. There's a need to talk to this King of Swords about sort of your fears from the past. This idiot that you dealt with from the past. Worried that this ass is going to come forward, that they're keeping an eye on you, that he's going to try and drive a wedge in between you and this King of Swords. Being open about your feelings about this King of Swords, and how much you enjoy their company, how they're someone who you value in your life, and whatever you need to say to express your feelings about how you feel about this person, and bring forward your fear and your anxiety about this person from the past, possibly coming forward and causing drama in your life. There's the fucking Knight of Swords right there, drama. Page of Swords. I think this is just something you need to communicate. This King of Swords just strikes me as somebody who's mature and can handle the truth. And isn't afraid to, if this Knight of Wands guy comes knocking on the door, fucking send him packing. Like, I just feel like if this King of Swords sort of knows what he's dealing with, he's going to trust you. He's going to trust you. He's going to have a heads up for when this little shit comes around and tries to stir up trouble. And it's going to head off any trouble that this little shit does try and start up for you. Temperance. Progress. Feel like it just offers a chance to have a deeper connection with this King of Swords too, by sharing your truth, by sharing your past, by being open and honest, opening up your heart and being vulnerable. This is something this King of Swords is going to appreciate. I'm being told the word protect. This is part of his instincts because he's developing feelings for you. He's not going to want to expose you to this kind of crap either. So I feel like if this dude comes, he's going to give him a bit of an education, and he's going to send this person packing so that he never shows up again. He's going to tell that page or the knight from your past. He's going to tell him what's what, and he's going to send his ass packing. That is what I see in the cards. But there is that need to communicate those fears and anxieties so that he knows where you're coming from, and he knows what he's dealing with as well. Because I think if you can do that, it's going to head off any kind of insecurities. It's going to sort of pull the legs out from under this Knight of Wands, this King of Cups, this grease ball from the past. It's not going to give him a leg to stand on because everybody's aware of what he's doing. So it's not going to be a shock when he shows up. Because what you're getting with this King of Swords is new beginnings. I just pulled 2 aces. New beginnings. That's what you're getting. A new emotional beginning. Celebration, speed, excitement. It is going to move quickly. It is going to progress quickly. And this person is going to be a good person in your life. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Alright, Gemini. So this is going to be your read. So this read is going to be good for the week of June 6th to June 12th. So we'll see what comes forward in your read. What message Tarot has for you. We got a bunch that wanted to pop out. So oh my goodness, these are the ones we're going to start with. Let's get going here. We have the 9 of Swords. Ooh, and the Page of Swords. Not the happiest way to start the read. Somebody's filled with anxiety and fear, and somebody's spying. You feel like somebody's spying. Queen of Coins. They're like spying on this Queen of Coins. This Queen of Coins is like somebody who's working towards something, somebody who's putting in a lot of hard work to be able to gain or achieve something in their life, and it might be money, whatever it is. Somebody's not liking it and they're spying. I get this Queen of Swords is spying. I feel like this Queen of Coins has multiple people spying on her. Oh, it's just kind of giving me the fucking creeps. Usually this Queen of Swords does not give me a nasty vibe. I don't know what it is about these reads today. I think she's come out a couple times. She's just kind of a creep. And she is definitely a creep in this read. But she is one of like a couple of creeps. I feel like she's associated with someone else. And I feel like this Queen of Coins would not expect that this Queen of Swords would be spying on her. So I don't know what the hell her connection is. But I feel like this Queen of Coins just, it wouldn't occur to her that whoever this person is would even bother to be checking up on her. Judgment. And we have the Queen of Wands. A lot of fucking queens going on here. What the hell is this all about? Queen of Coins, Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull a couple more cards to see where that Queen of Wands sits. Because she does not strike me as somebody negative. Not at all. Not at all. But she is speaking to a someone as well. She's not just symbolic. She's a younger energy. She is absolutely a younger energy. She's a daughter of this Queen of Coins. But how would that fit in? 3 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Like, I don't know if this Queen of Coins has an ex who she has a child with, who would be this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Swords is almost using the child to spy by asking the child question. This Queen of Swords is like the new lover of that ex. This Queen of Swords is so insecure. This Queen of Swords is so fearful of this Queen of Coins and what she represents. She is having some mega mind troubles with that. That is just blowing her away. I don't know what her fucking deal is with this. If she thinks like she's going to be replaced by this Queen of Coins. Because this Queen of Coins is possibly the mother of this Queen of Wands. So has a special connection that she doesn't have. She strikes me as just someone who's can be really sneaky and dishonest. 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands. But the thing is, like, this Queen of Coins, the way I see her is like she is her own person living her own life, not wanting drama. She doesn't want to take on anyone's drama. If this Queen of Wands is her child, and the father of that child is an ex, she's not going to entertain that ex again. She just strikes me as someone who's like, been there, done that, moving on. She is focused on building her own life. She's focused on building her own independence. She's focused on building her own wealth, her own successes. Like, she's not entertaining any kind of crazy whatever. She doesn't want to pull any drama into her life. She doesn't want to rehash relationships from the past. She's just looking to move on and move forward. But this Queen of Swords is like fucking terrified of her. Like, she intimidates the shit out of this Queen of Swords. So I don't know what this Queen of Swords fucking deal is going on here. Because this Queen of Coins don't want no crazy bullshit. She's focused on building her own world. She doesn't want burdens of the past coming back. Four of Swords, she's worked on healing. She's Eight of Cups, she's just moving forward. Every card I see is like, she's released the past. She's moving forward. That Queen of Wands is just such a young, innocent energy. I don't think she realizes that she's in the middle of some kind of fucking game or being used as a tool by this Queen of Swords as like a spy. Because this Queen of Swords is like spying. She's fucking spying. I feel like she's not the only one spying, and maybe that is in referring to this Queen of Wands, this younger energy, who doesn't even realize that she's doing it. Because she's just being asked questions by this Queen of Swords. So she doesn't think anything of it. She doesn't realize that she's being used in this way. Because I feel she's very innocent. She hasn't got a fucking sniff about what's going on. Temperance. It's weird because I'm getting like this Ace of Cups, this Nine of Cups. I'm getting new beginnings. I'm getting wish fulfillment. I'm getting balance. This Six of Coins. Even give and take. Oh, that's why. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, that's because this Queen of Swords, she is in some sort of relationship. I feel like she's taken up with the ex of the Queen of Coins, which is the father of that child, that Queen of Wands. She very much wants to have this relationship with this person, but she's actually about to fuck herself out of it with her behavior, with this sneaky, weird behavior, this insecurity, this fear, this whatever the fuck is driving her, where she's so intimidated by this Queen of Coins who couldn't give two shits about her. She's actually risking her own happiness in the future, and she's moving it towards the Ten of Swords. By doing what she's doing, by doing this sneaky shit with the kid, she is going to cheat herself out of this relationship because the Emperor is not going to put up with it. I'm not saying this Emperor is a perfect fucking dude. I'm not. There's probably obviously some shit that happened between this Emperor and this Queen of Coins. I will tell you this, though, which is interesting. I don't feel animosity between these two people. When I look at the Emperor, I look at the Queen of Coins. I don't feel hard feelings. I don't feel anger. I don't feel any kind of vindictiveness. I also don't feel a love connection either. So these people don't have like unfinished love business. They've moved on with their lives. But they are actively working to co-parent. And they're both fine with that. They're both fine with that being the definition of their relationship. So I do feel like he's moved on romantically at this point to this Queen of Swords. And his intention is not to go back to his ex. Absolutely not. That's not what he's working towards. He's not looking to be sneaky. That ex, the Queen of Coins, is not looking to be sneaky and come back in. That's not a thing. That is all in the mind of this Queen of Swords. And she is being absolutely destructive. She is turning into the fucking devil card. She's turning into a destructive force in the lives of these people. Using the child in this way to spy. She's got all these insecurities that are taking over. I got the Fountain card here. The Fountain card is like that base opportunity for evolution. It speaks of a crossroads. She's at a crossroads here. She can either fucking do her shadow work and act like a grown-up and talk to her Emperor about the way that she's feeling and get over her fucking self and do that work and have that Nine of Cups and that happy life that I do feel like the Emperor is genuinely offering her the opportunity to have. Or she can allow this fear to consume her and keep moving forward with these sneaky behaviors, and she will wind up with the Ten of Swords. Because this Emperor will not put up with his child being used in this way. When he, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when, he catches a sniff of what the fuck is going on here with this chick, she is out the door. She is absolutely out the door. He will not allow his little one to be used as a spy or to cause drama in lives. Because I do feel like the Emperor and the Queen of Coins have actually put a lot of effort into, I don't want to say being friends, kind of maybe friendly, or finding that middle ground where there's no animosity and being able to let go of old emotions. They have both put a lot of effort into the dynamic that they've created now. And he will not risk that for some Queen of Swords. He sure as fuck won't. He'll just move on and find somebody new. He's not going to put up with that shit. He will leave her out in the cold. He will kick her ass out. I think she lives in the house with him. And he will kick her ass right out of the fucking house. And it's all because she's manifesting this. By allowing her insecurities to overtake her, she is creating this situation where she's going to lose a chance at love. She is creating an imbalance here. She is cheating herself out of a Ten of Cups. I'm going to tell you, this Emperor is genuinely offering her emotion and love. He is offering her a chance at a Ten of Cups. He feels genuine in his intentions towards her. That's what I feel in the cards. Honesty and genuinity. But she's got a lot of fucking work to do. This chick has a lot of shadow work, and she is allowing it to manifest in very nasty behaviors that are going to cause drama and hurt in other people's lives. And it will wind up in her ass getting kicked out and her losing her chance at happiness. It's her insecurities. She's allowing her insecurities to override everything. With this spying, this sneaky behavior, the Two of Cups. I want to know why is this coming forward, Tarot? Why is this coming forward? The Hierophant, the Hangman. I'll pull a couple more cards because I want to know what the point is of telling everybody this. What's the point of bringing it forward? Seven of Swords. I feel like it's about to get outed. Yeah. This little one is going to say something to someone, either the mother, the father, or somebody else. I do feel like it's this Hierophant. So it might be an older figure. It might also be a grandparent. This little one is going to let something slip that so-and-so has been asking questions about everything that's going on in the house with their mother. I feel like this is all about to come to a head, and that's why Tarot's bringing it forward. Because this Hierophant is then going to go tell whichever parent they're connected to about what's going on. So this is all about to come out in the open. This is all about to be brought out. This person's deceit, this person's sneaky ass behavior. This isn't going to go good for that Queen of Swords. I can fucking tell you that right now. I have the Wheel of Fortune turning next to the Eight of Wands. That communication, the Two of Wands, Five of Wands, fucking drama. I think that Queen of Swords better just start packing her bag. Because this is all about to come out. And that Emperor will kick her ass out of the fucking house. I can see that. I can see that coming. He is going to defend that connection that he's built and that dynamic that he's built and his child, and he feels like this woman is acting like a threat. When all of this comes out, his shit is going to mega hit the fan here. Absolutely. The Three of Coins. I'm going to tell you what I see in this Three of Coins. I do feel like it connects the Emperor, that Queen of Wands, the child, and the Queen of Coins, who is the mother of that child. They have this certain connection, even if these two are not romantically connected. But as co-parents, they will protect this unit from other people. So if this was on the flip side and this Queen of Coins had somebody doing this in her life, she would do the same thing if she found out. She would kick that person's ass to the curb. These people have decided that they are going to look after their child's best interest, and they will not allow anybody in their lives who will compromise that. They both have this sense of loyalty and honor within that. It's very respectable, because it's tough when a relationship breaks up and then you got to figure out how to co-parent and there's all that leftover stuff. These people have done a lot of work into creating a safe dynamic here. And I do feel like he is going to honor that. And this Queen of Swords has just fucked herself out of somebody who could have been a great love in her life. By all her insecurities and all her fear and all her snaky, nasty, freaking choices that she's making and putting a child in a bad spot. I do feel like it's about to come to a head and it's about to blow up and she is about to wind up out on her ass. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. Have a great day everyone. Hey Virgo. Alrighty, so last but not least, this is going to be your read. So this read is going to be good for the week of June 6th to June 12th. So let's see what Tarot has to say to you, what messages come forward. Oh, 6 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. Moving on, moving forward, setting boundaries, blocking. What are we blocking? Oof, the Chariot card. The Hermit. I feel like somebody is definitely moving on and moving forward from something. You might actually be traveling too. Moving away from something. Where are you moving? I get like, I tell you, I usually don't get this vibe from this Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles card in this deck. I don't get a very happy vibe off of this person. I feel like this is somebody, you're moving away from. I don't know what her deal is. She just looks miserable as hell. And I feel like somebody's trying to move away from this energy. Somebody's trying to cut ties with this energy. Somebody's trying to block this energy. And this energy seems very, very angry about it. Like not wanting to let go. Wheel of the Year. I'm going to grab a few more. I want to know what is going on in the situation. Why is somebody moving away from this energy? 10 of Cups. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles wanted to have a 10 of Cups with someone. I don't feel like they've given up on that dream. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is. Sometimes Pentacles can represent an earth sign. This isn't your card though. This is somebody who you're dealing with. This is an energy that you're dealing with. Somebody who's very hyper focused. But they got money on their mind. This person has money on their mind. So they're not like, I want to get together with someone for love and, you know, build a life that way. They're like, hey, so-and-so has a good paying job. So-and-so has a nice house. They have a nice car. They got a cushy bank account. They got a nice income. I want to be part of that. This is what somebody wants. It's got a weird ringing in my ear. She's pissed off and she doesn't want me to say any of this right now. Oh, that's really uncomfortable. I'm going to go anyway. She can kind of kiss my ass. I'm here to read the cards. So she's pissed off that somebody doesn't want her greedy ass around. I feel like somebody saw through her games. It may have taken some time. But somebody saw what her true intentions were. They did come to the surface. And I do feel like someone severed ties and walked away. But she is like fucking actively pursuing this person. I don't know if she just pursues them on social media or she shows up at their house. She shows up at their work. Whatever the hell it is, she is like not giving up on this. She's like angry. She's like a dog with a bone. Does not want to get left behind. She wants a piece of whatever this person has. Their legacy and their wealth. Oh, gross. She is a gross ass energy. She really is. I got this High Priestess. I got the shadow side, the Hangman. I see she's a really dark person. She is a really dark person. I wouldn't put her above trying to do spell work to get what she wants, which might explain the ringing in my ears that as soon as I was saying that, like it kind of went away and then it started coming back again. I think she's a very nasty person. I think she does dabble in darker things. She is just not somebody who somebody wants to get married to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yikes. She's also like a bit of a chameleon too. I got a few different queens here. Oh, this is really creepy, guys. She is, I don't even like this one. She's looking to marry this person. I feel like she will actively work to chase off other people or other women that step forward or potential rivals. I feel like she will tell lies. She will manipulate. Like I said, chameleon. She, like, if whoever she's pursuing who's got this money gets a new girlfriend, and then all of a sudden that girlfriend gets like a random friend request or somebody shows up at her work and it's just like friendly and wants to hang out sometime. It's this fucking queen. She's greasy. She will try and insinuate herself in here. She will pretend to be somebody different. She'll use a fake name. She will just fake it up to try and like get people out of this person's life. Like, she is absolutely fucking bound and determined to steal this person's wealth. I actually see that in the Nine of Pentacles, which the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of times it's like a minor empress. It's like the minor arcana version of the empress. It's sort of like you start at your Nine of Pentacles and then you evolve and ascend up to the empress. But I don't see that here. I just see this fucking nasty ass greedy figure. She is just hideous. I feel bad for whoever crossed her path, because she is the nastiest energy I've come across in a while here. She's very dark. And like I said, she's going to come across, if this person takes up with someone new, she's going to try and become that new girlfriend's friend. And then she's going to try and weasel in and try and create some sort of a doubt. And just be like, oh, well, that's really weird that your boyfriend's working late. Oh, you don't think he's cheating on you, do you? Like, this is the kind of creepy shit she does. And it's to actively fuck over any new relationship this person has. It's like if I can't have you, no one will have you. If she can isolate this person enough, then she thinks that maybe this person will come back to her and give her the other chance that she deserves, because she will still willingly hook up with this person because she wants what they have. She's vicious. This person is vicious as hell. Holy Jesus. Knight of Swords. Three of Cups. I see in this Knight of Swords, like I see figuring out who this person is, like the one that she's been targeting. Finding out what she's doing, that she's actively trying to screw with relationships and stuff, and having to come charging in, having to tell their new girlfriend, that's my ex, and she's fucking insane, and I've been running from her for a while, and she's just after my money. Don't believe a fucking word she says. Don't be friends with her. I feel like whoever this Knight of Swords is, because this is who she's targeting, this Knight of Swords, when this person takes on a new relationship, I do feel like they need to make that new person aware of the old person, and to even show them a picture of who that the old person is, this Queen of Pentacles, so that when that Queen of Pentacles comes weaseling up and trying to play her game, she's recognized for what she is, and she's been outed, because she will run her game. She is going to try and run this King of Swords, because he came forward now as the King of Swords. She will try and run him into the freaking ground. And then she'll come back and she'll be like, she'll offer herself in a relationship. She figures if she can make him fucking miserable enough and isolated enough, he will take her back, but he fucking won't. You know what I see in this guy? I see this, I would rather be single until the day I fucking die. That's what he says. He will never entertain this Queen of Pentacles. She's nuts as fuck. She's caused so much drama in his life. He knows what she's all about. He will not entertain that. He will not. He will never go back to that again. That door is fucking closed. It is absolutely closed. It will never be opened again. The Three of Pentacles. She's a creep, man. She is an absolute creep. Whoever this person is, she does dark shit to try and like get back. And like I said, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she does spell work. She's a creeper, this one. She will not get over the fucking past. She will not get over this feeling of being slighted or being cheated out of an opportunity to just sponge off this person. Because that's all she wanted. She just wanted their money. She cannot get over this fucking tower. She will not let this person move on with their life. And she will do whatever she has to do and put on whatever mask she has to put on to try and chase away anyone new in his life. As freaking unfortunate. I'm going to grab a few more cards, guys. Tarot, I want to know, why are you bringing this forward? There's got to be some sort of, Jesus Christ, some sort of a positive message for this poor King of Swords who's really stuck for it. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Tarot. I got the Karma card and I got the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance. Things are going to come into balance. Balance will come. Justice will come. Karma will come. Karma's keeping an eye on whatever this person is doing in some way, shape, or form. I just feel this like trust in the universe, trust in karma, trust in that everything coming back into balance, and she will get what she deserves. She will reap what she's sown, which she kind of is already, because she's fucking miserable. She's miserable. I see in this Moon card too, just darkness in her life, because that's the situation she's created, right? She's shoving people away by behaving in such a negative way that nobody wants to spend any time with her. I have this distinct impression that she has little to no actual friends. I don't know that her family talks to her. She feels very isolated. Extremely isolated. I don't know what she does for work or for money either, but I don't feel like that's going particularly well because she's investing so much time and energy into following around our King of Swords. Her energy would be better spent focusing on her own shit, doing her shadow work, building her own life. So I do feel like this is going to be part of her karma catching up with her. It's just that every day being miserable in her own skin. It's going to be that she never progresses or finds that level of success in her life because her focus isn't where it should be. So I do feel like balance will come. I do feel like balance will come, and he needs to have faith. And when he takes on somebody new, to absolutely warn them about the crazy ex and show them a picture of the crazy ex so that new person knows what's going on. Oh my goodness. You know, I get pulled back to that Chariot card. And I'm going to just say it too. Don't be afraid to move if you can. This poor King of Swords, a change of address might not be a bad idea. Alrighty guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.